By the way,
What's going on, chums? It is I, the YouTube Latasha, here with a brand new CSGO concepts video. This is my third attempt recording this video, and today I was going to talk about Prime and, well, just the pricing of Counter-Strike Global Offensive. The first thing I think is Prime is a good move in the right direction. You know, I'm excited to see how this turns out because I'm personally sick and tired of seeing so many cheaters and smurfs out there in the community. But that being said, I have 5 alternate accounts. Now, why do I have 5 alternate accounts, or smurfs, so to speak? Well, the reason why I have 5 instead of just 1 is simply because I am a trader. And 1,000 items in my inventory is not enough. You know, I need more than that to continue making that dollar so I can continue doing these giveaways and all that. Now, I hope Valve could lift the restriction on that, because I wish I could have a billion or million items in my inventory. But that aside, back to the pricing of CSGO. At the moment, as it is right now, $15 is ridiculously cheap for an amazing game, because I think if you're going to go with my philosophy, which is dollar per hour, I think you can definitely get 15 hours of Counter-Strike Global Offensive. You could probably get 1,000 hours through the competitive scene. You could probably get 500 or more hours through the other official game modes, and with community servers, you could spend a lifetime on the community servers. Now, I think this Prime thing is going to be interesting because not everyone that plays Counter-Strike Global Offensive has a smartphone, so I'm not exactly sure how that's going to work out. They're still going to be queued up with cheaters and smurfs, and cheating and smurfs will leak into the whole Prime thingy-majiggy, but it's not going to be as bad, so it's going to be a lot better what we previously envisioned. So I think Valve is taking the right step with the whole Prime thing, but I think if they really want to stop it, if they were to jack up the price of Counter-Strike Global Offensive by 2 or 3 times, then that would be definitely better. Now, why do I think jacking up the price of Counter-Strike Global Offensive will stop smurfs or lower it down or whatever? Well, if I were to be a person that were to cheat on Counter-Strike Global Offensive, if I had on a regular basis a banned account every month or so, if all of a sudden I had to pay $30 instead of the casual $15 I was paying already, I'll be a lot more hesitant to cheat on that account, you know, or even buy a smurf, because it would be like, fuck that, I bought it $15 like the other month and now it's 30, you know. Like, if Netflix or some other subscription based service like that were to raise its price, I would definitely consider getting my content that I enjoy for free on the internet. Wink wink, nudge nudge. But that aside, like, I think it's just interesting that there are so many cheaters out there, because I have talked to a friend of mine that did say he did cheat, but only on the basis that if he thought the other team were cheating, he just wanted to level the playing field. And whenever you play with a cheater, it is really, really shitty, because you can't leave the game, because there will be consequences for leaving the game, such as cooldowns, and that is absolute bullshit. But I don't really see how you can counteract that, so fair game, I guess. But the point is, if you're playing with a cheater, if they're blatantly cheating, doing all these spin bot, aimbot, whatever, it's not even fun, because I remember playing with a blatant cheater on Nuke, and it's just absolutely insane. Like, he got 40 frags or something by the end of the game, but I don't understand if he was enjoying the game, because all he was doing is holding left click down, you know, that's it, and letting the kills just roll by. Was he fucking masturbating to it, what I was doing? I don't know, you tell me. But the point what I was trying to make is, my friend said the amount of cheaters you see in Counter-Strike Global Offensive after you start cheating yourself is just unbelievable. There's so many wallers, there's so many aimbotters, aim lockers and all that, and this is why we have Overwatch, to reduce the amount of cheaters, catch them early and all that. The other thing I was going to talk about was, be careful who you accuse of cheating, because if I were to get back banned, well, that would be really shitty, because at the moment my account and OP Skins account, Bit Skins account, all that is worth over $6,000 US, you know, and it's just unbelievable that so many people have backbound inventories with tens of thousands of dollars. Now, I'm not saying that every player out there with an experience of inventory does not cheat whatsoever, period. And I guarantee there will be at least one that will be a dickhead and just cheat on his account with thousands and thousands of dollars worth of in-game items. But what I'm trying to say is, I've been accused of cheating so many times. Like, it's not every game, but it's like 1 in 20 games, for example, right? And I've played a lot of competitive matchmaking, and if I get accused of cheating 1 in 20 times and they do file a report and the Overwatch does conclude that I was cheating, well, that would really suck, because that would be a false positive. And I guarantee you, I've never cheated on Counter-Strike Global Offensive. Unless you consider buying a 144Hz monitor and a just supreme mouse, you know, from Logitech as cheating, then well, that isn't cheating. But the point is, just always try and assume that the person you're playing with that is just a really good guy, because as soon as you like conclude tell yourself that, oh, he couldn't make that bullshit one tap headshot because he's a hacker, then all of a sudden the team and your mentality just go way the fuck down, and you just have such a worse game. So always try your best to conclude that that person is legitimate, and that I'm sure there are like many instances where it is undeniable. You know, you could be hiding in the smoke and he could just shoot one tap you in the head like nothing, you know. But the point is, what I'm trying to say is, just try and assume every single time that the person isn't cheating, because even though I say there are hundreds and hundreds of cheaters out there, you know, there are so many accusations all the time that's being thrown of people not cheating, you know. So you always have to be careful about who you say is a cheater and who isn't a cheater. But that being said, if you are a cheater, please do not ruin the game, because you are ruining the game in a sense, you know, because the game is about you versus X amount of players shooting your face, you know, and it's just a really brilliant game. I've spent 2,000 hours on this game, and I've never spent so many hours on another computer game. It's just shocking, because there's no stopping, it seems, you know. Every day and night I think about Counter-Strike, you know. I just want to play more Counter-Strike. Even making this video, recording this, I just want to be in a matchmaking game with some friends and own some noobs. But that being said, tell me what you think of the Prime system. Tell me if you've signed up for it, and tell me what you think of my controversial topic of raising the price of CSGO, because at the moment I believe the pricing of CSGO is just too damn low, and I hope in a way Valve increases it. And if you're going to make the argument of what about the players that haven't bought Counter-Strike Global Offensive, well, they've had more than 2 years to buy it already, you know. If they haven't bought it, then they can always play on Xbox or the PlayStation or whatever, you know. That's not too bad, I guess. But jokes aside, the point I'm trying to make is, I do hope that Valve does come to their senses and raise the price of Counter-Strike Global Offensive. But if they don't, which is highly likely, it's all good. It's just a suggestion. So I hope wherever you are in the world, my chums, may you have a fantastic night.